Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. This time, we're going to be looking closely at Data for Success.
Okay.
It's a German firm, and they're doing some really interesting things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're all about helping businesses.
Okay.
Specifically, what they call these hidden champions.
Hidden champions.
Yeah, have you heard that term before?
I have. It's a pretty fascinating term, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are the companies that nobody really knows about, but they're dominating their industries.
Exactly.
Kind of behind the scenes.
They're not like these household names.
Right.
But they're so successful.
Yeah. And what's really cool is they're often global.
Oh, wow.
You know, they might be headquartered in Germany or somewhere else, but their reach is worldwide.
That's so interesting. And you know what else is really interesting is that Data for Success,
Yeah.
they specialize in working with these hidden champions.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is, a lot of these hidden champions use Microsoft Dynamics ERP systems.
Okay.
So they've got all this data, but Data for Success, they have figured out a way to take that raw data and turn it into something that's really valuable.
It's like they're alchemists turning lead into gold.
Yeah, like actionable gold.
Right, exactly.
Like, you know, not just giving them a bunch of numbers, but really explaining what those numbers mean.
Exactly. Translating it into a language that managers can actually understand and use to make decisions.
It's like they're bridging this gap between the tech world and the business world.
Oh, for sure.
Because, you know, sometimes it feels like those are two completely different universes.
Yeah, definitely. And Data for Success, they're right there in the middle, making sure everybody can talk to each other.
And they've got all these core services, too, like coaching and training, consulting and architecture programming and long-term support.
That's pretty comprehensive.
It is.
Sounds like they've got all the bases covered.
Yeah, and they're really practical about it, too.
Oh, yeah. In what way?
Well, like they do hands-on workshops.
Oh, wow.
Where you can learn how to analyze your sales and margins.
That's great.
It's not just like theoretical stuff.
So it's really applied learning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about giving businesses the tools to actually use data in their everyday work.
Makes a lot of sense. I love that.
Yeah, and they're really good at automating things too.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to like dashboards and reports.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
Well, imagine having a real-time view of your whole business.
Okay.
Everything from like manufacturing orders to customer analysis.
Wow.
And, you know, tracking your progress towards your goals.
All in one place?
Yeah, all visualized in a way that's easy to understand.
That'd be incredible.
It's like having this personalized control center for your business.
Like right at your fingertips.
But wouldn't that be overwhelming for some businesses?
That's a good question.
Especially some of these hidden champions who maybe don't have these massive data teams?
Yeah, that's where Data for Success really shines.
Okay.
They get the challenges that hidden champions face, and they tailor their solutions to meet those needs.
So it's not just about throwing a ton of data at them.
No, it's about making sure the data is relevant and manageable.
Right, and helping them focus on the metrics that actually matter.
That's key.
It's not just about seeing what's happening, but really understanding why it's happening.
Exactly, and then using that understanding to make better decisions.
Exactly, and you know, they go even further than just those surface-level insights.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, they help businesses dive really deep into the data.
Yeah.
They can go from these big picture overviews to these really granular details.
Oh, tell me more about that. Yeah, it's what they call multi-layered analysis.
Multi-layered analysis.
Yeah. Think of it like this.
Okay.
You start with a high-level view of your sales data.
Okay.
Maybe you see sales have dipped in a particular region.
Oh.
Well, Data for Success can help you zoom in on that region.
Oh, okay.
And then drill down even further into specific product categories.
Wow.
You can even look at individual customer behaviors.
So it's not just about seeing that something's happening, but really figuring out why.
It's like peeling back the layers of an onion, you know, to get to the root of the issue.
That's powerful stuff.
It is.
But I imagine that kind of deep dive could get pretty complex.
Well, yeah, it can.
How do they make it manageable for businesses?
Well, you know, we talked about their focus on Microsoft Dynamics.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Okay.
They really understand how data is structured within those systems.
Makes sense.
And they're also experts in tools like Power BI and Fabric. So they can create these intuitive dashboards that make it much easier to navigate all those layers of analysis.
So they're kind of like a guide who knows the terrain.
Exactly.
And can lead you to those interesting spots.
Yeah. And you know, another thing I really like is that they can set up automated alerts.
Automated alerts.
Yeah, so you can get flagged about potential issues.
Before they become big problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great to know if your inventory was running low?
Oh, absolutely.
Or if a key customer's order was delayed.
Yeah, that would be so helpful.
Right? You could get an email notification.
Yeah.
If outstanding payments reach a critical level.
Oh, wow.
Or if there's a production halt that threatens your raw material supply.
That's amazing.
So you can be proactive instead of reactive.
Stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. It's all about having that foresight.
But, these insights are only as good as the data they're based on.
That's true.
And Data for Success talks a lot about this solid data model.
Yeah.
You know what they used to call a cube?
Uh-huh.
Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, sure.
And why it's so crucial?
So a data model, it's like the blueprint of your data.
Okay.
It defines how all the different pieces of information relate to each other.
I see.
Imagine a library.
Okay.
With books scattered everywhere.
Okay.
It would be almost impossible to find what you need.
Right.
That's what's like without a good data model.
Okay.
But with a well-organized library,
yeah,
it's easy to find the information you need.
So a good data model is kind of like having a well-organized library with all the categories and shelves and indexes.
Yeah. It makes it possible to find and analyze the information you need quickly and efficiently.
It sounds like it's really important to get that data model, right?
It is. It's the foundation.
Like building a house on solid ground.
Exactly. Without it, your insights might be unreliable.
That makes perfect sense. So they're not just focusing on the fancy tools and analysis.
Wow.
But they're really making sure that the data itself is in good shape.
It's like they say garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
You need good data to get good insights.
So now let's talk about some real-world examples.
Okay.
Data for Success has some great client testimonials on their website.
Mm-hmm.
One that caught my eye was World Vision Germany.
World Vision?
Yeah, they're a global humanitarian organization.
Right.
And Data for Success helped them streamline their reporting processes.
I see.
Which led to them being able to use their donation funds more efficiently.
That's great. So they're actually helping to make a difference in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty inspiring.
Yeah, it is.
Another one that stood out to me was TÜV Hessen.
TÜV Hessen?
Have you heard of them?
Yeah, they're a big testing and certification company.
Yeah, and they wanted to empower their team
to
create their own reports and analyses.
I see.
So Data for Success gave them this hands-on Power BI training.
Yeah.
And now their team can do just that.
So they're not just doing the work for their clients.
No.
But they're teaching them how to fish.
Exactly. They're empowering them to become more data savvy.
Love that.
And it seems like Data for Success is really committed to staying at the forefront of data technology.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I noticed they're using a mix of established tools like SQL Server.
Yeah.
And then cutting-edge solutions like Power BI and Fabric.
That's a smart approach.
Yeah, building on a solid foundation while still embracing the latest advancements.
I like that.
And they even have this blog post about automating data updates in Excel.
Oh, wow.
It's clear that they're passionate about sharing their knowledge and helping businesses make the most of their data.